Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and people of YouTube. Welcome back to another Kyle Minger Show video. And today, guys, I'm going to be doing a talk about of me hearing about from IGN a few days ago. I heard there was a post that apparently there's going to be a Prince of Persia reboot. Not really exactly like a reboot, but more like a remake, like a remastered from the first game. And I'm just like, oh, really? I love the first game. It was really awesome. I don't think a reboot would do much good. I would think a remake. And then my brother told me, he's like, yeah, well, I heard it's supposed to be like a remastered version of the original game. If that's the case, then I would love that. Stick it by the story, stick it by the book. That's all I want to see, because I want to see them change way too much of the original game. Just because, you know, I love the story, I love the arc, I love the character of the prince. Don't know if they're going to change the name for the prince, because I know in the game, his name was just Prince. They didn't really give him a specific name. But for me, I just don't want them to change much too a lot. But that's just, you know, that's just me. That's just me. Okay, so I just brought up the post from IGN about the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake announced. And it says here, Ubisoft has announced of the return of its long document series with the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time remake, following some leaks of the remake earlier today. Set for release on January 21st, 2021, the Sands of Time remake will cost $39.99 and will be available on PS4, Xbox One, Epic Games Store, the Ubisoft Store on Windows, and Uplay Plus. So, meaning Epic Games Store is going to be on PC, because I have the Epic Games Store on my PC, so I'll be able to... I'll be able to get that game and play it when it comes out next year. Nice, that's good to know. Okay. There will not be a PS5 and Xbox X Series and Series S version of the remake, but it will be playable on the next-gen consoles via backward compatibility. Okay, that's good to know. So it says here, the Assassin's Creed engine. Ubisoft confirmed that this is the company's first ever scale remake, bringing back the classic 2003 adventure in a remake developed by Ubisoft Pune and Ubisoft Mumbai. Ubisoft promises a fresh approach to combat, puzzle solving, and rewinding time, with new camera angles and fully remade sequences. 9th Century Persia will be reimagined by the two studios, but players can expect a return to the story they know. Okay, so that's good. Cool. They're sticking to the story. That's what I want to hear. What were they? Including returning voice actor Yuri Lowenthal as the prince. Sweet! Oh my god, they're bringing him back to play as the prince. That's awesome! Yes! And with actress Spinder Ratch taking the role of the Princess Farah. Oh, they're bringing her back! Yeah! Woo! Or they're bringing the original actress that played Princess Farah. Oh, that's awesome. Sweet. Ubisoft confirmed that the remake is made using the Anvil engine behind the Assassin's Creed franchise, which is... I played number 3. Number 3 was pretty good. So I would like to see whether they're gonna come up with the Assassin's Creed engine for the Prince of Persia the game. So I like to see what they're gonna come up with, to see what they're gonna change from the remake, from the original to the remake. And Ubisoft Pune game director Piri Sullivan-Gires told IGN about the challenges of adapting the engine for the Prince as its playable character. The Prince of Persia: Sands of Time remake first look. Okay, so I'm gonna see if I can... Alright, so I'm gonna see if I can, like, enlarge the photo here for you guys, so you guys can actually see it. So I wonder if I can do it this way. Can I do it this way? No? Oh, yeah, full screen. Yes. So we got some photos here. Okay, cool. I can do that. So... Oh, wait. Go away, Google. So here's some set photos for the game right now. So you guys can see it. There's one right there. And then we got this. We see the prince holding up the dagger of time. I hope you guys can see it. Let me try to put it a little closer. There we go. You guys can see it now. That looks cool, doesn't it? And then we have Princess Pharaoh with the prince. Yep. And then... Oh, freaking advertisement. And then we got the... a landmark location. That actually looks cool. And we also have the prince right here on one of the levels. See if we get it closer to the camera here, you guys can see it. That actually looks cool, doesn't it? Yeah, it actually does look cool, doesn't it? And then we have the remake poster for the Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time. It actually looks pretty decent, actually. It looks exactly the same, but it does look different. Yep. And another advertisement, and that's it. Okay, so that's basically it for the set photos. So, nothing else. Yeah. Alright, so that's the set photos for the first look for the remake for this Princess of Persia: The Sands of Time. It says here, if you ever played Assassin's Creed Origins and Prince of Persia, you can see that Bayek and the Prince have different morphology, Jiri said. But Bayek is very strong and heavy during the combat, so we had to adjust the engine to embody the Prince, who is light and has very high velocity. One of the main challenges we had to do in engine is that we had to work on the rewind feature because Sands of Time is all based around this time control with the freeze, slow-mo, and rewinding. And technically this was a huge challenge for our team here, and Ubisoft Pune managed perfectly to impalement, I think that's how I say it, impalement, there we go, impalement, a new approach to really have a smooth experience and seamless experience between the gameplay and the cinematic as well. So it's a continuous flow of story. Oh God, I'm spitting on my phone here. I'm sorry, guys. Ubisoft is offering those who pre-order the Back to Origins set of content, which gives players access to the original Prince Albert from the Sands of Time, the Prince's original weapons, and the classic filter that changes the look and feel of the game. So, does that mean it's going to be like Halo, where you can actually change it from classic to remastered? Is that what they're trying to say? If that's the case, then I would love to do that, like we did with that. And I think Fable did the same thing, didn't it? No, Fable's completely different. So I know the creators of Halo did that for Halo Anniversary. They did that for Halo 2 Anniversary. And I think that's supposed to be it. I don't think they're ever going to do Halo 3 Anniversary. That would be kind of cool if they ever do that at one point. But anyways, let's continue here. A remake, not a reboot or remaster. Generators explained why Ubisoft decided to remake the classic Sands of Time rather than rebooting the franchise entirely or doing a simpler remaster, which generators acknowledged the company had already done on the last generation. It's a remake because we rebuilt everything from scratch. We also had the chance to work with motion capture and have to Yuri and Sipindir Ratch as the princess for the cinematics. He said, so motion capture, facial animation, we also re-recorded all the dialogue, all the lines, so that's why we call it a remake and not a remaster. Okay, so it is a remake, not a remaster. They're just doing everything all piece by piece again with all of the original actors is basically what they're doing. So it's not really a remaster, it's just a remake. But they're still keeping the story to the bone for Prince of Persia. So, which I kind of like. So, it is still gonna be a kind of like a remastered, but it's gonna be a new generation game engine. So, it's gonna be a different game engine. It's gonna be made by different, but they're still being made by the same company, but it's gonna be a little bit different. It's gonna have the Assassin's Creed feel, and I don't remember what the other one was, but yeah. So that's what they're doing. It's a remake because we rebuilt frame from scratch. We also had the chance to work with motion capture. Oh, sorry, I said that already. What was I? A reboot would have meant like we have also reworked on the design and the level design, but as we wanted to stay true to the original story, we recreated all the levels to play on the Nostalgia for the players. I think I said that word right. Nostalgia. Nostalgia. Yeah, I think I said that right. But allow new players to have a very smooth experience because we revisited 3 things, mainly on the camera, combat, and the navigation has been reworked completely. Apparently there's a little video. Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake gameplay. Is it not playing?
My name is Anu Kaul. I am working in Ubisoft from past 13 years.
Anu is the senior producer of Prince of Persia Sands of Time Remake.
For me, it's a big dream. It's not a project, it's a dream that is coming true.
See if you guys can see this.
Original Prince of Persia, people love this game. It has put a mark in everyone's heart. And now what we are going to do is we are going to bring it back. Because still people have that nostalgic feeling. People want to play that game. We are in an Indian studio. It's an Ubisoft Pune and Bombay. We actually love to work on this game because we can show everyone, what India is. It's something which comes directly from our heart. So, the main game which was made back then, the main essence is there. All the characters are there. You have
let me try to hold it with my 2 hands.
Who's very iconic, who was in this game. You have the princess, Farah. And let's not you have a Wazir, who is a main villain in this game with all the...
Oh, wow, it looks like they look so different.
We have given it a bit more flavorness, bit more enhancement. The voice which we are using for the prince is the same voice which was back then. It just
that is awesome.
Goosebumps on our hands also when we heard him because it's something which brings back to us that nostalgic feeling.
How did you...
Some people say time is like a river that flows swift and sure in one direction.
That is awesome.
Years later, but the main good thing is his voice hasn't changed at all. I don't know how he do it, but it's the same.
It is the same. Oh my god.
Being able to work on the Prince of Persia is a huge honor because I think it's a beloved game. We respected the original design, we respected the storyline, we respected the characters, we just enhanced everything in the game, from camera to combat, as well as the visuals.
Huh.
We implemented a targeted system.
Okay, so the video's almost done.
The velocity of the prince and his abilities to do amazing performance and amazing moves. We use the latest technology as well as the motion capture to bring realism and to bring logic and sense into the story. We heard the players' desire to play Prince of Persia Sands of Time again, and we are very pleased to bring it as the first ever remake from Ubisoft. It's a beautiful story. We are very, very excited to give you this experience.
And there it is. That is actually really cool. I actually can't wait to see what they're going to come up with. It looks like they have changed everything from from the original game to the remake. It looks pretty awesome. If you guys have seen what it showed right there, I can't really wait. So I'm just going to see if I can try to finish the... Okay, I'm not that far away until the end of the article here. Also it says here on the IGN post, but in getting to revisit the original adventure with re-recordings of the dialogue, new note motion capture, and more of the lead actor, Yuri Lowenthal spoke to both the excitement and trepidation of returning us to such a beloved character, especially after played him in Civilian Adventures. He was never the same he was in that very first game. It was terrifying to go back, but I didn't want to mess up anything that we have gotten right the first time. But it was also super exciting to go back. Lowenthal told IGN, "We first started on it. I felt I need to bring something new to it. It was too much. It was starting to take away from what we all love from the first game," Lowenthal explained. So we had a lot of discussions early on, and we had to let it sit on the idea that's going to be a little different because it was like 15 years older than the first time that I played the Prince. I have had different life experiences, so the character was going to be a bit different naturally. And it wasn't something that we had to force, but we tried to stay in the same zone and focus on what was the love about these characters and tried to revisit that, and as opposed to trying to copy every little nuisance from before. The IGN's original Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time review called the game a must-own, as soon to be a classic worthy of permanent place in your collection. Make sure to check out everything else announced at the September 2020 Ubisoft Forward. And that is it for the article. So I am really excited because now one of my favorite games, Prince of Persia: The Sands of Time, is going to being remade right now. Especially what they said, it's not going to be a remaster, but it is going to be a remake. They are sticking to the stories piece by piece. They're redoing all the dialogue by the original actors. So I wonder if they're actually going to bring back the original actor who played the Vizier, the voice of the Vizier. I don't know for sure, but I don't know if he's still alive or if he's still kicking. But I like to see what they're going to come up with for the Sands of Time game. And yes, I still have it right here for the original Xbox. I haven't played it in a while, but I have gotten all the games on Steam, so I can play them anytime I want to on my computer. If the remake does turn out really good, I will love to see a remake for probably maybe the Warrior of Fen and maybe the Two Towers. But, time will take by time, and we'll see how well the first game will do. And so if you guys want me to get the game, or maybe, I don't know, I should bother pre-ordering it, but I would really like to play this game because I'm a big fan of the Prince of Persia series. Ever since the first time I bought this game, my mother was like, "Are you sure you want to get this game? It is exactly..." Well, no, sorry, that's another game. So yeah, I'm sure. This looks like a cool game, and I got really addicted to this game. It was awesome. So I think I'll conclude this video for right now. Just wanted to say I am really excited about this news, and I can't wait until this game comes out next year of 2021. Don't know exactly what the exact date it's going to be coming out. I don't remember exactly what it said it was supposed to come out. I think it was back up top, I believe. Oh yeah, it says slated for January 2021 release. So next year of January. Or maybe this January, actually. I know it says 2021. So maybe it could be the beginning of this year? The next year, sorry. Yeah. So in the next couple of months, we might be seeing it coming out. Hopefully. If it doesn't get delayed. It might get delayed just a little bit, maybe. I would have a feeling, but that's just me. Because, I don't know how long the pandemic is going to go on for. But, that's it. I just have to say, I can't wait. They brought back the two original actors who played the Prince and Princess Farah. I'm glad. Don't know if they're going to be choosing different voice actors for the Vizier or the Sultan or whoever, and the Prince's father. I don't know if they bring back the original actor who did the voice of his father in the game, because I know his father had a couple voiceovers in the original game. But who knows? If you guys want to keep up with more information about the Prince of Persia, the Sands of Time remake, let me guys know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys next time on the Kyle Minger Show next week, next weekend. And stay tuned for more exclusive content, for maybe more IGN news. And I know I'm not with IGN, but I like to keep up with IGN all the time on my Facebook and Twitter. That's where I got it from, is from Facebook. So if you guys want me to keep up with more information, like with IGN and when loop games come out like this, or if there's going to be another remake for another game, I'll do another one for that. So, thank you guys for watching. Wherever you guys are in the world, good morning, good night, and good afternoon, and I'll catch you guys next time on the Kyle Minger Show. So subscribe. Yeah, you will. Whatever. You guys know the drill. So, see you later, and oh god, I'm just too excited. And huzzah! Goodbye!